What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, Michael or Legacy Kill HD back, and aside from just the story, the gameplay, and the multiplayer, Red Dead Redemption 2 is looking to feature a beautiful, immersive open world. Red Dead Redemption was a game that did an amazing job at making us feel like we were truly living in this world. From the stormy nights in Thieves Landing to the hot Mexican desert in Chuparosa to the snowy mountains and tall trees, Red Dead Redemption featured variety in such a huge world, and it appears Red Dead Redemption 2 will be doubling down on that. Today we are going to be breaking down the world of Red Dead Redemption 2 along with an analysis of what to expect from Rockstar Games this time around. But before we dive into all that, if you have not heard, I am doing a giveaway for Red Dead Redemption 2. All you have to do is check the link in the description to enter and just be an active subscriber. Also, make sure to get geared up for this upcoming Western by getting the brand new House Marston or popular Red Moon t-shirt designs. If you're interested in getting these Red Dead themed t-shirts or any of the other designs, there will be a link in the description as well. Nonetheless, within the short 2 to 3 minutes of footage that we have seen from Red Dead Redemption 2, we've had some great shots at the atmosphere of this new setting. The next installment is going east and draws inspiration from all over the United States, but with most of the inspiration coming from the American heartlands. But what Rockstar Games has done is created an open world with even more variety than Red Dead Redemption. From what we've seen thus far, we have a snowy mountainous region, a bayou, a desert, a forest, various rivers, and a huge lake that really emphasizes a huge world. But other than just these various regions, the detail is what is striking. We can see in one scene snow falling from the sky and seemingly stacking on top of trees, and within that same scene we also have horses running through feet of snow with their imprints being left behind. In another scene, if you look to the sky, you can see some type of dynamic weather in the form of clouds moving. This may not be something that catches most of our eyes, but imagine if these are clouds that turn into some sort of precipitation, and we can see from a distance when a storm is approaching. These features are really exciting and makes a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, which does rely on its environment, a lot more immersive. Just picturing it now, seeing the effects from a storm afterwards could be something that is featured. Imagine a devastating storm hits with tons of rainfall and winds that caused destruction. Seeing after the storm the muddy ground and damage it caused, from broken trees to the dead plants. Attention to detail seems to be a major part of Red Dead Redemption 2. We've seen it with one of Arthur Morgan's eyes closing as he shoots dual revolvers. We've seen it with a stagecoach's wheel that picks up mud. We've also seen it with horses drooling as they run by. More than likely, this is just the tip of the iceberg of things that will be featured once we finally get our hands on this game. But one big part of the world that seems to have seen a drastic upgrade is the wildlife. We've seen quite a few animals thus far, which includes a nasty grizzly bear, an alligator, a boar, a squirrel, an elk, a moose, sheep, turkey vultures, bison, cattle, horses, dogs, and much more. It appears that Red Dead Redemption 2 will have a lot more wildlife, and that certainly will make hunting an even more enjoyable activity. But the real great part of having different types of animals is the interactions that we may come to see, such as a pack of bison riding beside a train, or a grizzly bear clawing for fish at a river, or even vultures eating at a dead animal. These type of scenarios really makes an authentic experience and brings the world to life, something that has been well done in Red Dead Redemption and also certain games like Far Cry 3. Here with Red Dead Redemption 2, it again looks like Rockstar Games has brought innovation with a working ecosystem that could have us watching predator and prey situations, like an alligator eating a boar or a fox hunting down a squirrel. As I mentioned earlier, Red Dead Redemption 2 is going east. Our first knowledge of that came from a leaked map in April of 2016, which was confirmed by TechRadar's inside sources at Rockstar Games. From our first and second trailer, the connections are evident, and clearly shows that the map is indeed the real deal, but also may have not been the final draft. Some of the notable connections that have been found by the amazing users at the GTA forums include the following. An overshot of the map coming from the Big Valley Mountains. We can see certain places such as the small town Valentine, and Cumberland Falls, which features a waterfall in the distance. We also see some of the other regions of the map like the Heartlands and Cumberland Forest. It's also believed that this scene is of Valentine, which can be highlighted by the mountains that are seen in the background. Within a train scene, we can see on the train that it has the name Cornwall, which backs up with one of the locations on the map that could serve as some type of train service or station that I believe we also did see within our second trailer. Keeping it going, we can also see a river that flows in between Big Valley and the Heartlands region, which again directly aligns aligns with the map. Next we have is the Heartland oil fields, which is clearly the oil fields that Arthur approaches in the first trailer. Either way, the connections are obvious and there are still many more. GTA Forums user JM did a great job of making a short clip of some of the images seen in our second trailer on the leaked map. But from all this, it does look like Rockstar Games has steered clear of certain areas, like Red Dead Redemption's returning West Elizabeth, the small island area which could serve as something similar to Grand Theft Auto V's North Yankton, and what appears to be the central city. These are locations that may not be shown for a while or at all. Something that I talked about a long time ago was the Native American influence in Red Dead Redemption 2. We have certain places on the leaked map that have translations in native languages, such as Cohutta, that means mountains that hold the sky, or Tallulah Jetty, in which Tallulah means running water. Other than just that, we have historical significant locations like Old Fort Wallace, which was a real US cavalry fort built in Wallace County, Kansas to help settlers battle against Native American raids between 1865 to 1882, and also Roanoke Valley, which is a real location that was home to many Native American tribes. Outside of just that, Red Dead Redemption also seems to have many teases for Red Dead Redemption 2, as one player was able to get out of the map and you can clearly see the detailed snowy mountains which appear to be the Grizzlies, and below those are presumably what is the Big Valley Mountains. But it does not stop there. On the back of the broken down Serendipity, guess what it says? Tallulah Jetty, one of the locations on the leaked map, and if you look closely on the street signs of Blackwater, some of the names such as Van Horn, Tallulah, and Sisika are the locations that are on the leaked map. Lastly, the open world of Red Dead Redemption 2 may not be as big as Grand Theft Auto 5, but the amount of detail and things going on in the world will make up for that. Many people believe the world needs to be bigger than Grand Theft Auto 5, but I disagree. Grand Theft Auto 5 had many locations that were pretty much just kind of empty. Red Dead Redemption 2 features a living world where I truly believe the gameplay experience will be built on our adventures through the West. Anyway guys, what do you make of Red Dead Redemption 2's world thus far? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and as usual, thank you for watching. Make sure to smack that like button if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and consider subscribing to stay up to date on everything Red Dead Redemption 2, and remember, Outlaws to the end.